Day 21. This marks 3 weeks straight of squatting every day. You see here I am again warming up with this stretch. I actually came out here and did this in my Vivos today, and I switched back over to my Hey Dudes to squat. I'm enjoying this stretch. Like I said, I think it's going to be a staple from here on out. And then I scoot the plate back, and you'll see me, I put my heels on top of the plate and just shoot my knees really far forwards. That's just to kind of loosen my knees up in that direction, make sure that my knees are capable of getting that much, I think it would be flexion. But yeah, I enjoy this. It opens me up a little bit. I loaded the bar up with this today. I put 2 10s on each side, so it would be 85 pounds. I felt a lot heavier on my legs than what I thought it would. I've got a lot of fatigue and kind of like mild soreness built up in my quads, and so putting the bar on like the meat of my leg right there is actually pretty tender. So I may strip a plate off tomorrow, or my legs may just have to get used to it, to be honest. But yeah, that was it for the stretches. After that, I took the bar for a few sets on squat, and then took 95 for 2 sets of 10. It felt easier today to get into position. I didn't feel like I was really like sacrificing anywhere, but going back and watching the video, my butt wink looks kind of rough. So I'm not sure if that's just like built up tightness from the last couple days. But like I said, it didn't really bother me. At one point, any amount of like flexion in my lower back was excruciating. So maybe that's why it didn't feel as bad. One more thing to note on these stretches here. When I focus on like pushing my knees out to the sides, I really have to like put a lot of pressure down on the ground through my big toe. Like if I'm not like trying to grip the ground with my toes, I find that like I tend to rock back on my heels. Just something interesting. It forces me to keep my foot tight and just like maintain a high foot arch if I want my knees to track how they're supposed to. But yeah, anyways, after the sets with 95, I took a plate for 3 sets of 6. There was a bit of a gap between my second and third set, and I think I'd cooled down a little too much. I thought about going to 185 today, but after that third set with the plate, I could like feel a little something real slight, and I was like, well, I'd like to be able to hit 135 tomorrow. So I just left it at that. Let's see, I thought about doing back off sets with 95 pounds, but like I said, there's a lot of built up fatigue in my legs, and so I figured I'd let them recover a little bit. So I called it after the 3 sets with the plate, and then after that, I hopped over to the sumo deadlift with a plate. Almost did a 10-pound plate today, just to be a little lighter, but I figured that would almost be like doing a body weight squat. So I went ahead and grabbed the 25-pound plate again today. Took it for 30 reps, and it lit my inner thighs up on the last 10 reps. I don't remember if it's called my adductors or your abductors, but I know they were on fire, which that's a good thing. Usually I don't feel them while I'm squatting, but if I'm going to be sore in my legs, it's usually in that inner thigh region, which that was always worse when I started squatting heavy. I think that was just always the weakest part of my leg, and that could be causing some of my butt wink if that muscle is like real weak and tight. It's definitely gotten stronger since I've started squatting over this past year, but any amount of work that I can do directly to it just to kind of lengthen it is probably a good thing. And then I took the bar for a set of, I think I did 30 like conventional deadlifts, and that's going to be it for today. Here's 135, the first set, I believe. Usually pause on the 5th rep or the sixth rep. But yeah, that's it for today. I've got probably a full 8-hour day of work tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I noticed today that picking up the 45-pound plates is not really hurting my back anymore. Before, when I had to lean over and pick it up to load it on the bar, I kind of winced. I'm not really feeling that anymore. So I think I'm starting to heal up. I know at the beginning of this squat every day stuff, there was a few days where I couldn't squat any more than the bar, and the bar was very painful. But fingers crossed, those days are behind me. I don't want to jinx it, but I think these deadlifts right here are the key to helping my back. But anyways, catch y'all tomorrow.